Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, BigLuger97 here, coming at you with another manga reaction, this time reacting to JUJUTSU Kaisen, manga chapter 141. And if I remember correctly, we've already gotten into the battle between Itadori and Yuta, as well as Naoma and Choso from last chapter. So most likely in this chapter, we're going to continue to see the battle. I wouldn't be surprised if we just cut back over to Megumi and he's doing something, but most likely we're going to be continuing from last chapter with this battle, and it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very action-packed, and hopefully I will be able to enjoy this reaction. But before we get into it, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't done so, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as leave a like and a comment down below if you like this type of content and me reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen. And without the way, let's get right into the reaction with chapter 141. So we're starting off with the battle between Itadori and Yuta as the first page of Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 141, the front of the back. That's a weird thing to say, but yeah, they're fighting each other right now. It's looking very cool. Yuta tried to slash at Itadori, and if I remember last chapter, Itadori's like, yo, I cannot let this guy hit me, because if he does, it's gonna be like one hit kill, so that's gonna be cool. And yeah, he's slicing. Ooh, he sliced into Yuta, sliced into Itadori's mouth, and it's like, first I need to do something about that katana. As long as I can steal my body with cursed energy, I don't fear blades. But if I think that way about this human opponent, he'll make mincemeat out of me. Oh, so he's thinking back to the battle with the guy who was like, okay, yeah, he does damage because of his spirit power, or spirit energy, or cursed energy, gosh. So okay, so yeah, this is going to be very interesting. So Yuta runs to the jeep, he jumps on the car, trying to avoid being attacked by Yuta as much as possible. He basically jumps through one of the car doors. I think it's a jeep, and he seems to find. Ooh, he finds a knife or a hunting blade, and he's begins clashing with Yuta with his dagger, and he's like, a knife? Where'd he get that? He got it from the jeep. He's like, oh, must be from that 4-wheel drive. Is it an SUV? I suppose it's a survival knife. If I isn't a special cursed tool, I don't need to fear it. Oh, you think so? But oh, Itadori knows how to use it. And he's like, don't be scared. Close in. Imbue the knife with cursed energy. Ooh. Depending on the type, I recommend training with and focus. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Depending on the type, I recommend training with a focus on weapon, but it's no good to rely on cursed tools to the point of neglecting cursed energy control. So, you're not ready for something like this yet. Slaughter demons for an emergency. Okay, so we get a little bit more context that he's technically trained with a blade, which is cool, and he's able to defend against this cursed tool katana because of what he was taught by Gojo. So that's cool. I haven't learned this. You're to, and then he's focused on my katana. Oh, he kicks him. Oh. And it's even a mere forward kick from him is incredibly powerful. As he comes in for the slice, he breaks the katana and slices through Itadori. Wow, Yuta is just so strong, and Itadori is just looking all shocked, I've just been cut. Oh wow. It was his plan, I guess. He basically, what he did is that he let himself be cut. Yuta sliced the sword into the ground. Itadori basically forces it to stay in the ground and then breaks it. And it's he broke it. Well, of course, he's Gojo Sensei's pupil. This was never going to be easy. And it's my wound is deep. My guts are still intact. And now we're both unarmed. Oh, unfortunately, Yuji, you don't know that Yuta was the former protagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen. A year before you even came into existence in this chapters in this series. So, unfortunately, he has another weapon. And we see her. She comes in. It's what's going on here? And Yuji's just scared. And you have Yuta just saying, "Oh, we're just playing, Rika." Rika? What is what? Is this a Shinigami? Where'd it come from? I can't move. It's too strong. Hold him for me. He literally pulls out another katana. Oh wow. That sucks. He's like, sorry, Itadori. As we get Sukuna, basically is like, huh? And he begins to smile because I think he's like, oh, so you're an actual opponent, I guess. So is Sukuna going to like burst out of Itadori and fight Yuta? Ooh, we're gonna get to see another like high level fight if that's the case. But unfortunately, we don't see that because we cut over to Nema, Neo, I'm just gonna call him, and Choso as they're fighting. Oh wow, whoa, oh, that's different. Okay, so what he just did, and the reason why I bring this up while I'm reading this, because that it reminds me of something that we saw during the oh gosh, the last arc, uh, Shibuya instead. Someone is doing the exact same thing that he's doing. So basically, Naoya basically comes on, touches Choso when Choso is trying to dodge. He turns into like this picture frame, and then Naoya just punches him through a pillar. I'm thinking like, that's something that we've seen before, so I guess they may be related, but I don't know. But now Choso's like, he's fast. I have no idea what kind of curse technique he's using, and he's overwhelming me, so I don't think he'll choose to just disclose it. Forget about convenience. I can't even control the blood outside my body. And then you have Noya, who's like, you're tough. Seriously, who are you? He's like, Choso ends the chapter with, I'm the oldest of the siblings. Flowing red scale stack. End of chapter. Okay, so like I thought, this was a very action-packed chapter, and it was very cool. I really liked it. We got to see more of Yuji and Yuta fighting. That's great. We even get Rika, and yeah, for the most part, yeah, that fight ended fairly quickly. 2 chapters. He like more like 1.5 chapters. Yeah, Yuji basically gets killed, but most likely Sukina or Sukuna is gonna come in and try and fight this guy. That's actually where the real fight's going to begin because we see that he's kind of smiling. And here's the thing: we see him smiling, but it seems as if he's smiling. I think he's taken over Yuji's body now, which also, now that I look at him once again and look at Choso, they really enough both have like that line over their face. I'm not sure what that could indicate, but maybe like they're brothers. Maybe that's an indication. I don't know. It's very weird. Still cool. Love Jujutsu Kaisen. Can't wait for next chapter because it's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out next week, so no break. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. I really enjoyed this chapter. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a comment down below, do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. So goodbye.